Hello.
Hello?
Hello. What's up, bro?
Welcome to the What's Up Bro podcast with Neri Saenz, Mike Mercadal, and Mike Valdez. We talk movies, sports, pop culture, and it's funny, bro. The way Harvey Dent didn't realize it was a Joker, and the Joker took his mask, his little surgical mask off. Like, it's like he has the face painting, he has the face paint, but he has a surgical mask on. And the moment he takes the surgical mask on, he's like, wait a minute, you're the Joker? And it's like, wait, what? You couldn't tell it was the Joker because of the surgery. And that one little reel or TikTok ruined their, I can never take it seriously anymore.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And my parents, I swear to God, my parents look at this like when a character from Chicago Fire comes into Chicago PD, dude, that's like Spider-Man being in an Iron Man movie. It is insane.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
I'm just glad I like vanilla boring sex like this. I'm glad that the sex I enjoy won't get me killed.
I want my money's worth. Come on.
That's how winning is done.
Hey, I'm Dave Chappelle, and this is What's Up, Bro.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the What's Up, Bro podcast, the only podcast on the internet asking the question, what's up, bro? My name is Mike Mercadal. With me, as always, is
Neri Saenz.
Look at that, no delay. And with us from now on and forever into the future,
Miguel Valdez.
Miguel Valdez.
I love it. Miguel is the best, too.
Got a Latino. Thank you. As always, thank you to Dave Chappelle for doing that drop every episode live. He got him on speed dial. He calls up. It's very generous of him to do that for us.
Can I tell you real quick, go in reference because you referenced the intro. You referenced the intro last week because last week Wi-Fi, especially for me, especially in the beginning, was very bad. There was a big lag. Here's the part that's the funniest part that you guys don't even know. When you, Mike, started saying, "Hey, welcome to What's Up, Bro," or whatever, and then you said, "I am Mike." When you said "I am," I go, "Neri Saenz." That's when I fucking said it. That's how
bad it is.
That's what I said it. And if you listen back, you literally hear me go, "Am I too early?" Which sounds like I was making a fucking Flash reference from Batman versus Superman, but I wasn't. I was just saying, like, I was trying to anticipate the gap, and you were like, "Hey, I am Mike," and I go, "I'm Neri Saenz." Like, I fucking said it out loud. Like, I and then it still came in super late. But that's stuff funny. Like, that's to me when I was listening back on that. It made it even funnier. But yeah,
these are the trials and tribulations that we have to overcome to bring you the What's Up, Bro podcast. Neri just informed us that he is sacrificing his gigabytes of data on the cruise ship that he's on. He is sacrificing his porn watching this evening so that he can provide you this quality content. He deserves a medal.
Every cruise line does their Wi-Fi differently, and on this particular cruise line, they have me as a crew member in the crew manifest, and which means I am subject to their crew Wi-Fi policies and the Wi-Fi like the packages, the way they sell the packages. Other cruise lines is like, "Hey, you're a guest, you pay the same thing that a guest would pay," right? And this one, they're like, "Hey, the Wi-Fi real cheap, bro, $28 for the whole week." And you're like, "What? That's super cheap." And you're like, "But you only get 25 gigs." And you're like, "Oh, okay." So now you gotta like make sure, you know what I mean? So
you have to prioritize your video watching situation.
They do all these things where they block the porn sites on this cruise line, and I'm like, "Oh my god, do you block Twitter? No. Then do you block Reddit? No. Then you've done nothing."
All you've done nothing, cruise
all
line.
You've done is force me to go to Twitter and Reddit.
All you've done is teach me how to use a VPN. That's all you've done. Speaking of the intro, I want to say this is an example of how consistent I am as a person, because that clip that you use of me in the intro is from 10 years ago, or like how long ago? Like 6 years ago? I don't even remember.
It's probably about 5 years. It's probably that clip. It was from the intro that was made like 2 or 3 years ago, but that clip was probably like, it was right after COVID. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, it
during
was
COVID,
when
so
we
6
started
years.
doing the remote pod.
Yeah.
What I will say, it's still true. I do like vanilla, boring sex and the sex that won't get me killed. I am so thankful to that. Like I was like, hey man, like that's like imagine you're allergic to dairy or you're allergic to eggs and you have to spend the rest of your life navigating a minefield of what choices to make. And imagine that, like, because it's luck of the draw, right? Like, I imagine that there's something happens to you where you're like, yeah, you know what? I am gonna put the belt around my neck or whatever. You know, like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. That has never sounded like I'm not into feet. You know, like those guys that get really into feet, paying OnlyFans models $1,000.
Miguel is into feet.
No, I'm
He has
not
a,
actually.
he has a thing.
Miguel
He has a
Valdez?
thing for feet. He has a thing for feet.
No, I do not. No, I do
no,
not.
He told me earlier. He told me earlier in the week. He goes, "I also have a thing for feet, and that thing is disgust."
I am the opposite of a foot fetish. I do not like them.
It is an odd. I am very grateful to just like genuinely.
I'm feet neutral. Like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't have disgust, but I mean, I don't get turned on by it.
I'm glad we have them. Yeah. But like, you know, I'm not
ableist.
Like,
I'll date a woman with no feet, but
yeah, I mean,
she's got feet.
I'm not clamoring for people to take their shoes off on a plane. You know what I mean? Like,
God,
that
like,
is.
Yeah, that is
the thing I always
weird.
say with people. Like, it's like you're allowed to take your shoes and socks off on a plane if you don't have feet. If you don't have feet, it's completely okay. You know,
I will say this: I would capitalize on feet things on the internet for money. I mean, like, if someone's willing to, I knew somebody. I can't say specifics, but I knew somebody.
Like it's the only thing I haven't done yet,
bro. Yeah, whatever, man. Load up. The person I know. God, I wonder how many details I can give.
I signed up for feetfinder.com. I did. I really did.
What's feetfinder.com?
It's feetfinder. It's literally what do you think it is? It's literally what you think it is. It's feetfinder.com.
Is it like a dating app?
It's OnlyFans. Why would I sign up for a dating app? Why would
I don't know. But feetfinder.
Why would I sign up for a dating app? Why would I sign up for a dating app? And then, even worse, why would I publicly say it out loud?
I know. I don't know why I
have signed up for a dating app.
Even worse, why would that be an app? Why? Well, like, what is the profile picture? You don't even know what the feet are attached to.
No, but I guess what I meant to say, not that dating app, but the like a social media, like a social media page.
It's an OnlyFans for feet. It's what that is.
Yeah.
OnlyFans for feet.
Okay.
And I signed up for it to sell pictures of feet because I was like, hey man, if somebody's willing to pay money for this gross shit, I'm fine with it. Here's one: I've never uploaded anything, right?
But stay anonymous, not anymore.
No, but it's not even about staying anonymous. I haven't even finished the profile because they are actually very meticulous. The website, I did not know. I thought, you know how anybody can sign up for a Facebook page? Anybody. Like you just sign up and just put like, you know, James Dean and
verified foot models.
Yeah, they have a process where you have to send your government ID and there's it's a procedural thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't
you have to security. Hold on. Let me see what España looks like.
These verified blurry pictures that were taken from a Motorola Razr are the best girls you can find.
Hey, that's not a foot. That's not a foot. These are not feet. That's the leg. Those are legs.
But you see the feet at the bottom. You see the feet there. They're connected to the feet.
I get it.
They all have feet.
Again, I knew somebody who did OnlyFans. They have huge feet, like big feet. And at a certain point,
why are you not promoting them? Why are you so afraid of saying their name? If they're out there, wouldn't they?
It was anonymous. No, it was anonymous. They were not open. They just had from this is my exposure to this world. I'm giving you my insight as my personal perspective. I'm not passing judgment or anything, but this person would get pedicures, not mani-pedi, but the pedicure, and would film themselves getting mani-pedi or you're getting the pedicure, and then people would pay them to step on things.
Yes.
And I was like, and this person paid for all of their student loan debt, paid like genuinely, and to the point where
there's a comedian slash actor slash rapper out in LA that he's been in some real TV shows, and something Kennedy, Jamie
Kennedy.
No, not Jamie. He's been in real movies, but this guy's been he was in the TV show Weeds for like the first 2 seasons. He was like, he's been in some shit. I forget his name right now. It's blanking out. But he promotes his OnlyFans, and I thought he was doing it as a joke. And then I went to the OnlyFans, and it's literally him. He's a black dude that's literally just lotioning up. He lotions his feet. He lotions his hands. And
Romany Malco?
No, something. I'm telling you, it's something Kennedy. It's something. It's comedian something Kennedy. And he posted the picture of when he bought his new car, and it wasn't a Ferrari, but it was a new car. And he was like, "Oh, thank you to my OnlyFans," and I thought that was a joke caption. And then I went to his profile, and he actually has an OnlyFans. And when you go to his OnlyFans, it's literally him just lotioning up. Like, he sells pictures of him and videos of him lotioning his feet and hands. And I'm fucking make your money, bro.
Hey,
make
again,
your fucking money.
Here's the thing is
I'd rather do that than be a DoorDasher.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all selling our hours of our life to the highest bidder, right? We should be anyway. If somebody's willing to bid higher than a full-time 9-to-5 job, if you pay me more than Starbucks, I'll do that.
Yeah.
As long as, whatever. Hey, I'm selling you hours. Right. If the hours of my life are lotioning my hands and you're same. It's the same shit. It's the same thing. I don't know why people get so bent out of shape about. But
if you paid me to lotion my hands, I would have pillows for hands. I would just have they would be just so lotioned up. They would just be so
I would never
soft.
be able to grip a doorknob for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I would use my hand lotioning money to hire someone to open doors for me because I wouldn't be able to get a grip. My hands would be so slippery.
I would have to grip the dumbbells with my elbow and just you
have the hand wraps that people use for like deadlifting 600 pounds. You have it for like your 15-pound dumbbells, you're doing flies, and you're like, what are you using that for? It's like, I'm sorry, it's like in Zoolander, the hand model.
Hand model.
Oh yeah.
My hand model.
I was gonna say like Seinfeld. Remember when George Costanza became a hand model?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, the whole point I was gonna say is that person then had clients like a sex worker that would make appointments and just like, hey, would send them shoes, would send them like here, just like everything was. And I'm like, I don't have the focus to care that much about one particular part of anybody's body to be a fetish. Like I don't have a fetish.
I like vagina. I'm a
big fan of vagina. That's the standard.
I'm a big fan of vagina. I don't know. I will pay for money for pictures of vagina. I tell my wife all the time, send me pictures of your vagina. I will Venmo you money. And she doesn't. She refuses.
Dude,
I out on the opportunity. The highest bidder is your own husband. What a joke.
I have the bit where I tell my wife, I'm like, I've been begging my wife to get. First of all, I've been begging her to do the feet finder thing for real. Like, hey, saw pictures of your feet, bro. Who gives a fuck? Let's make fucking money.
Go.
But the bit starts off with like, I would pay my wife for pictures of her vagina, and she's like, yeah, but I already have your credit card. It means nothing.
Yeah.
It means nothing. Like it doesn't.
It's funny. When my wife and I have both had periods of unemployment. And when that happened, it was always like, well, who's paying what bill? I'm like, it doesn't. It all comes from the same bucket of cash. It's all the same. It's just a matter of who's going to pay the bill on time. It's like, do I need a transfer or not? It's all the same bucket of money.
The bit now is about like how I'm trying to, hey, like, I don't want to tell a woman what to do with her body. And I also don't want to be a pimp, but also, I need new shoes. I need new Jordans. So like, somebody's got to pay for this shit. And fucking sell some feet pics. Anyways,
but it's. I think that. Thank you everybody who's joining us on all these social media platforms. Social media has robbed people. Like when it used to be just sharing pictures of fun times or whatever, they've turned social media into an industry that is like it's like a broadcast model to a subscription model. And it's like when people are on OnlyFans. The argument against it is like, oh, but you can go to the websites and watch porn videos for free. And it's like, yeah, but it's the artisanal craft. It's
you ever done this? You ever done this? I had a friend who
probably
told me
not.
about
Whatever
this.
you're about to say.
So my friend told me that he was on TikTok and that people, they like, oh, if you pay me $1, I'll shout out your name, like during those live TikToks or whatever.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah.
And my friend was telling me, this is years ago. My friend was telling me, he goes, Neri, I don't know why, but I was watching. He goes, he was watching somebody that him and I both knew, right? And he goes, I don't know why, but I just fucking sent him $1. He goes, I don't fucking know why.
Yeah,
Like it was because in the moment you're like, yeah, I want this too. Like it's just like, wait, what? But you know him, you know that, you know that person, you know that creator in real life. You're like, yeah, he's a server.
That's so funny.
He's a server at the Improv, and it's like, okay, but you just paid him $1 because I don't know why. I just fucking started doing it. I just started sending.
You want to know why?
And it's like,
because he fell for the trap. He fell for the marketing. Everybody go watch Zeros on Heroes ad nauseum. We talk about marketing and commercials and stuff. But what it is that it's how society works. It's how taxes are supposed to work. Where it's like, if I don't need one person to pay $1 billion, I need 1 billion people to pay $1.
right.
And then now I have $1 billion with which to do a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
And it's easy because you're like, what's $1? You know, you're like, hey, whatever. It's funny. Remember when you came to LA and you had to pay money to do an open mic?
Yeah.
And you thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. You're
That's
like,
the funniest thing to me. I literally, as I'm paying the money, as I'm paying the $5 to put my name in a bucket, I had to pay $5. I think it was $10 to put my name in a bucket. And I remember laughing while I was doing it because 2 reasons. 1, I was new to that. I had never experienced that. 2, I was invited there by the guy who ran the room. So the guy who ran
that's
the
how much
room,
of it again.
and I'm just like, and then I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, just go put your name in the bucket over there. And I go put my name in the bucket, and the guy controlling the bucket, the bartender, was like, yeah, you got to pay $10 to put your name in the bucket. I go, what? He goes, yeah. I go, no, but I'm with what? And I was like, so
It disappears.
lost. Yeah, he did. He disappeared. And I was so lost, and I was like, wait, what now? And I'm like,
What's happening?
and I was an established comic already at that time. I was already professionally getting paid, and I was like, but this is just an open mic. Like, I'm what? I got to pay to do an open mic.
LA,
and
baby, I'm telling you.
I literally laughed out loud as I'm paying the money. And I remember thinking in that moment, I remember thinking, like, this is like when I go to Disney World and pay $20 for a pancake. You go, look, it's fucking only Disney World, huh? Like, you just pay, this is crazy, but you pay it anyways. And you're like,
when you paid $130 for an Uber back to the cruise ship.
Yeah.
It's like New York, baby.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, it's New York.
It's part of the experience.
It's part of you go to Disney World, you buy those dumbass fucking Mickey ears that you're never gonna wear again in your life. Ever. Yep. But you spend the money.
I don't have that kind of fetish.
The ears.
Hey, but I'm telling you, every body part for sure.
What would be the weirdest body part? Like, what would be the one that you for sure? Like, Miguel is feet.
No, I'm not.
He's out.
Yeah,
he's out.
No,
I'm saying he's out. Like, that's the one that you like. I don't want that at all. I don't want
yeah, for sure.
So
I don't know if I should. I will be honest again. Like, let's just say this, because I like vanilla boring sex. It's not boring. It's just sustenance. I want that sustaining feeling of like, I feel this is enough. You know what I mean? Like, I am a meat and potatoes person.
Sure.
The blowjobs is potatoes. The meat it counts, but it
my dick is the meat. My dick is the
meat. No, Sticks and Jokes came in at once, and it was like the Three Stooges trying to get through a door. But it is that whole idea of like everything else feels extra, and there's certain. I will say this: there are certain like boundaries of the. God, I don't even want to say it, but like the pipi caca stuff is no. No, like that is a boundary.
Yeah. That's a hard line.
There's something so crazy about pipi caca where like talking about it is so funny, but the moment you see it, it's not funny.
It's not funny. It is. Like the
I was-
idea.
So this is a true
Even
story.
the idea.
So
No,
I was watching porn one time where they're having regular
No,
sex.
you.
They're
Get
having
the
reg-
fuck
I
out.
swear
No
to God.
way.
So they're having regular sex. I know. Stay with me, right? They're having regular sex, and then they're having regular sex, and then like 8 minutes in, starts peeing on her, and I remember
Ugh.
going like, "Oh, what the fuck, dude? What is
Come
happening?" And I'm like, "Oh, what's happening?" And then I said this. I swear to God, I remember this woman. I go, "Let's give it a chance." Out loud, I'm saying this. I go, "Let's give it a chance. Let's see if you like this." Like, because you don't know if you like this.
Oh,
or not, 'cause
sure,
you've never
sure.
seen it.
Yeah.
Because you've never seen it. I've never
Yeah.
clicked on that. I've never clicked on that link. All right, on that category. I've never purposely clicked in that category, but now it's coming up organically because I was watching 8 minutes of regular sex. The guy starts peeing on her, and I'm like, "Hold on, let's see if you like it. Maybe you like it. You don't know." And then I started watching it for like 30 seconds. And I was like, "Nah, man, this ain't doing nothing for me. Like, this is not." I'm like, "I'm out."
It's
I'm
like
out.
me with it's like me with coconut. Every year I'm like, you know what? Maybe I like coconut again. And I try it and I'm like, no thank you.
Yeah. Dog, I had
Every year Neri's like, well, maybe it's time to get
Maybe this is the year that I like to go to showers. You know.
dog. I had a
It's
friend,
such a good name though.
I had a friend that in church where every day, and he went to school with me and he went to church with me, and every day he would be like, "Man, I hate this school. I'm gonna shit on the walls." And I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, right? Until one day he just goes, "Mikey, come with me to the bathroom." And dude, it was not fun.
Good Lord.
Mikey walked in there, was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I literally was like, there was shit everywhere, dude. It was unreal. Like, I'm laughing now. It was not funny. I almost threw up. Like, it was so bad. Like, I'm laughing now because, again, just goes to show you the picture and the animation of it all is funny, but seeing it is not funny.
Talking
like,
about it is funny, but you
Yeah.
see it, you're like, "This is not."
Dude,
there was
he
always
did-
that
he
kid that goes too far.
He did another thing that, again, talking about it, hilarious, but seeing it, not funny. Every every chapel that we had, they would always set out like donuts and like a cup of apple juice for everyone to have. And he just took a cup to the bathroom and put his pee in it and then just put it in the middle where all the apple juices were to see who would pick it up.
That's a crime. That is a full-on crime.
Again,
God.
really funny talking about it, not funny seeing it.
Oh shit!
There was but there's always
fucking hell.
That's too far.
How old were you? How old were you? Calm down, Mike. Calm down, Mike.
Dude.
wait, hold on. No,
Eighth grade. That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious in eighth grade.
no.
Eighth
Well,
grade,
here's
that's
the.
hilarious.
I guess so, my point. Okay, because I have a story, but it's basically this. It's a similar situation of like it involves a bullying situation, right? Like that it was
Sure.
targeted, right? It wasn't against the establishment, which I am anti. I am fully support going up against religious orthodoxy, but the idea this was a similar situation where there's this like I was the victim of bullying from a certain point of view. It was always weird to me, but it was
they're called your parents, so you kind of let that go.
yeah. Ironically, again, I'm
your
so
parents,
grateful.
Your parents are really good parents.
My parents are
really good
dope.
parents, yeah.
I'm grateful for that. But in school and all that stuff, there was always that like any kids will find anything to put hierarchy above or whatever.
Yeah.
So like my bully was like 5 feet tall, and I was like 6'3" in high school. So it was like they're like, oh, you have to stand up to your bullies, and I'm like, I'm not gonna look like the hero here. There's some optics here, but. There was a nerdy kid getting bullied by this group of kids that were always like the like the bad kids, right? The group of bad kids. And my school wasn't very big, so you didn't really have exclusive groups. You had to like kind of know and be friends with everybody because it was so small. And again, religious school, really tiny private school. And then one kid told us that he got this other kid's backpack and he took a shit in it. And then we were like, everybody was just like, wait, how did you do it? He's like, I was at home. I shit in a sock. I put it into a Ziploc bag, and I brought it to school, and then I put it in his bag. And everyone understood that, oh no, you're the problem. Like, that's too much. That was too much premeditation.
Did he actually
Right?
do it, or was it a lie?
No, he did it. This kid, like,
Okay.
we had school had a whole conversation about it. Everything. There was a whole thing.
And that's how me and Mike met.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that's crazy. That's a different. That's I think
Right,
that's
but
different than what Mike is talking about. with
But I
the
do think there's always that. There's because even though it's like funny in theory,
in retelling, in the retelling.
Yeah,
of
and
the
the
story.
retelling of it is funny.
the reality of it is like, oh, that's there's something crazy there that if you grab your shit with your own hands and smear it on the walls, that's literally what crazy people do in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
it's so funny because it's so funny because
JoJo
people
is
were-
definitely either dead or in prison. Like, there's
It's
that.
so funny.
There's no.
It's so funny because the idea, right, as they're taking the shit and like this will show them how fucking like it's not doing what you think it's doing. The pee in somebody's cup. Did he get in trouble for that? By the way, did he get in?
Nobody knew
trouble for
it
that?
was him. Nobody knew it was him. But like,
Uh-oh.
but
What's the statute of limitations?
but what I and again in the retelling, it's very funny. Is like it's so clear that there's apple juice and then there's just like a cup of piss.
Like mixed
This
in.
is hot. If this is hot.
Yeah. Like,
As soon as you pick it up, you're like,
this
is this
apple juice
cider
is steaming.
or
This apple juice is steaming.
it's got a frothy head on it like a beer.
Nobody
Like-
picked it, but he did.
This guy
so
eats a lot
funny.
of protein.
That's so funny.
I
That's
remember
so
him
funny.
standing behind the table and being nice to everybody, being like, "Hey, you want some apple juice? That one looks really good." Like, just like,
See, that's the
crazy.
Is it so here's the thing. Is it more acceptable
The
for him
fucking
to
funniest
have
story ever, man. It's the fucking
Yeah.
funniest story ever. I'm sorry.
is it more acceptable for him to have done it and just left, or stick around at the scene of the crime and witness the after effects and be like,
What?
I think it's crazier, but also funnier staying
Yeah.
and seeing if somebody does it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like there is something truly hilarious about wanting to see who picks it.
Because
That is-
when
like-
you do a practical joke on somebody, it takes a certain kind of like level of patience to be able to do a practical joke and not see the fruits of your practical joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's
No,
that
you get-
famous
you gotta
There's that
love it.
famous-
You gotta be in it for the love of the game, though. You know, you
Right,
gotta
that's
be
what
in
I'm
it for
yeah. So there's that famous story that George Clooney set basket set. He got
letterhead.
he got letterhead, right? And he sent it to Amy Poehler and whatever and saying like, hey, that was really offensive. And he got, I think it was Brad Pitt's letterhead, or was it Brad Pitt or Matt Damon's? That's what it was. It was Matt Damon's letterhead. And then so he sends over like that was really offensive and that whatever, blah blah. And it was on Matt Damon's letterhead. So he sends it to Amy Poehler because Amy Poehler and Tina Fey made fun of Matt during one of the award shows that they hosted together.
Sure.
And the idea is super funny, but you got to think of it from George Clooney's perspective, which is the one who sent George Clooney sent that not ever. He's like, I'm going to hear about this one day, but I'm never going to see the reaction. I'm never going to what if Tina Fey and what's her name? Amy Poehler. What if they never mentioned it? What if they never brought it up like publicly? What if they didn't know it was a gag? He's literally just doing it for the fucking love of the game, dude.
That's true troll. You don't want to see, you're just doing it because you know you're gonna aborotar alguien, like you're just gonna mess with someone's day. That's a true troll. Watching it after him being like, did you guys get the baskets or whatever, that, or did you get the letter from Matt Damon? That's the part where I think you're not the prank artist that you think you are.
Mhm.
You're a hack, is what it is.
Yeah.
Have
You are the guy setting the fire to the building, but you want to stick around to watch it burn. It's like, nah, bro, you're a sucker, bro. That's how you get caught.
That's how you get caught.
Yeah.
We've all seen Backdraft. Have either of you ever done anything like that like you were going to prank somebody and then it just didn't go the way you thought it would, so you just never talked about it again, or you never heard about it again?
My biggest thing, so JoJo was a very specific kind of prankster. And I was the kind of prankster that was similar to JoJo in that I would do things because I thought they were funny and I didn't care if anyone knew what they were or like whatever. And I will never forget this to save my life. And I had to stop doing pranks like this after because of what happened. But essentially, I went with my choir to Orlando to do like a choir competition, and as one does. And so and outside we're lining up, and in the grass I see that there's sunglasses, and in my head I was like, I'm gonna wear these sunglasses. And I told the guy in front of me, I go, hold my hand. I'm gonna pretend like I'm blind. And so I would, so we and he thought it was funny, and so he just did it. And we walk in, forgetting entirely that I have a solo in this song. Okay. I am now with sunglasses, looking this way, singing the song, pretending like I'm blind. And dude, I can't even tell you how incredibly mad my teacher was at me. Dude, she was so mad at me, right? She takes me outside. I mean, this woman did everything she could that wasn't physically harming me. Like, it was just like, she was so mad.
Just psychologically.
She was punching the drywall behind Mike. She was like,
bro. And then
she's Adam Driver in that movie where they're getting divorced.
So then this is the worst part. So then it's not the worst part, it's the best part. So then we get our judgment papers back, like our test papers, and we got superiors all around, which is like an A+.
That's the goal. Yeah.
And she goes, and she comes up to me. She comes up to me super mad again, and she goes, "Look at this." And I go, "We got superiors." And she goes, "Read the comments." And I go, "Oh no!" And the comments say, "The blind kid is phenomenal." Like, and I was like, "You should be thanking me."
Yeah,
you're welcome. You're welcome, lady.
Dude, it was unreal. She was so mad at me, bro.
God, that's funny.
I like completely forgot. I was like,
because
we sang like 3 songs, and I was like, oh no, there's like a focal point where people are gonna be staring at me. So like, I have to pretend like I'm blind. I can't just like pretend like I'm blind for 2 songs and then take the glasses off, you know? So yeah.
Was it a religious concert? Was it religious school?
It sure was. Yeah.
And you took them off, and you be healed by the light of Jesus.
I
can see. Thank you, Lord.
I've told this story on stage before, and the only like embellishment in the story that I tell whatsoever is that the song that we sang was Amazing Grace, and that I had to sing Was Blind But Now I See. And so like so
yeah. You know, that it harkens back to like the previous episode. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, where like people aren't walking around doing bits anymore.
Yeah.
That's like, I miss like let's just doing bits, just doing like a jokey kind of like interaction with the world, like whimsy.
My friends and I've had the same group of friends for a long time, and my friends and I, when we got, you know, we went through middle school and high school together, and we were adults now. We went to Disney World, and we would do this thing where it was like, hey, I would tell him, hey, Alex, go fishing. And he would go into the middle of the crowd. And I'm talking about in Disney, like packed, super crowded. We went to the middle of the crowd. And then one of us would go like this, and it would hook him. And then he would jump around like he's a fish in the middle of the crowd, and he'll be zigzagging. That's a
good bit.
So he's got to pay attention to where if I go like this, he's got to come with me, and we got to do this whole thing where he's like that, and then finally, we do the whole thing where he finally gets to me, and then I'm holding him, and he's taller than me, so I'm holding him up like taking pictures, like that, and they do that. It's fucking, and we just randomly do that.
That's
and
the best.
Nobody told us how to do that. Nobody taught us how to do that. Nobody did it before. We just said it'd be fucking funny.
It's an organic bit. I love those. That's the thing. because I was having a conversation with I was doing this acting thing. I was at UCB. I was doing this improv thing, and I was having this around this group of people. They were all talking about movies, and I said, oh, I'm not going to true romance this. I haven't seen it, and they were like, what? And I had to stop for a second and be like, okay, here's the story. My friend and I, this is it, and we have our own lexicon on this show.
Right.
Like we've built up. How long have we been doing the show? We've built up all of these
14 years.
That we've built up these kind of like inside, not jokes, but just inside language. Where when I say kid eyes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When I say true romance, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like all that stuff is because you're interacting with others, developing that shit organically. That nobody had to teach you how to do the bit. You just did it, Like that was one of my friends who was really good at like not gymnastics, but like doing flips and stuff. Like there was always the
Sure.
ADHD kid that was like always climbing and running up the wall and doing it like the parkour kid.
Yeah.
He would do
Michael
this
Scott.
thing where Michael Scott. He would do this thing where he would come shake your hand. And he was able to like flip over like you threw him, like wrestling. Like we were big into wrestling, and so he would do like if you threw him, he would come up to shake your hand and just go whoa, and he would throw himself, and he would like land, and we would, and like I thought that shit was like genius, like how funny, what an exciting thing if you could do it in a situation that won't get you hurt, it's great. I just like people need to do more bits.
My favorite bit that I do, my friends like it sometimes. I get too committed, but my favorite thing is when we go to Disney, I like to pretend like I'm late to work on a different planet, and so like
what the fuck?
Like when we're in Star Wars land, I always go up to the people. I'm like, I need a blue milk and I need it now because I was supposed to be in Alderaan 4 parsecs ago. Let's go. Like,
ooh, buddy, I got bad news for you.
Yeah, I know.
I got bad news for you.
I got bad news for you about Alderaan.
Have you not heard? Did you not?
No. So have you been off the net recently? How long have you
been off Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
I know. It's funny. It's funny because I do that bit all the time because I find it very funny, but that is also a bit that I do on stage where I talk about like childlike wonder and like, having life bits and things like that. And that is a section of one of the things that I talk about. And that is part of the joke is that I'm late to work in Alderaan. I was supposed to be there 4 parsecs ago. And then I pretend like I'm talking to someone and I go, oh, well, guess I don't have to go to work anymore. Just so it's just like
it's
gone.
It's a 9/11 joke, really.
Like the whole thing.
It's worse than 9/11, dude. It's the whole.
Yeah. Well, no, because one of them is fake and one of them actually happened.
One of them is 2 buildings. The other one is a fucking planet. I mean,
you're right.
That doesn't exist.
It's a Krypton joke, really.
It's a Krypton joke.
And you're also right because Alderaan did blow up, and the Twin Towers were just a thing that the government made up. But anyway, go ahead.
Like who was it that missed their flight to Seth MacFarlane or somebody?
Seth MacFarlane, yeah.
Have you seen this thing on the internet lately that has been like
missed opportunities?
No, that it's like I can tell you why Ellen's cancellation happened because of 9/11.
No.
So it's like 9/11 happens, right? And that's the reason why Gerard Way created My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance inspires Stephanie Meyer to make Twilight, which is also the reason why 50 Shades of Grey was written. 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fiction, who then the star of 50 Shades of Grey was, I forget her name, and she was on
Dakota,
Ellen. And
it was something Dakota, right?
Dakota Johnson. And then Dakota Johnson doing the story on Ellen where she was like, you never invited me to your party was the reason why people started telling stories about Ellen, and Ellen got canceled because of that. So technically 9/11 is the reason why Ellen got canceled.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. The Lord.
Hey everybody, welcome to the What's Up Bro podcast. Thank you for sitting through the introduction as we
a third tower has fallen. It's Ellen DeGeneres.
This is the last episode of What's Up Bro before we get canceled.
Oh man, we did have stuff we wanted to talk about today.
Can I just tell you that there was a bit that Oni Perez used to do. It wasn't even a bit. It was just like a life thing that he would just tell me, but he never did it on stage, and it's so fucking funny. He would talk about the guy. He would watch The Deadliest Catch, and also when The Deadliest Catch had just come out. And to me, like all those shows, to me, I never watched. First of all, I'm not a big reality TV show guy, and second of all, like they all seem. I hate that's that, but except if I'm fishing for my friend in Disney, that's a different story. But all those shows like Duck Dynasty and like those shows to me, To Catch a Predator, they're all like very niche, and I'm just like, if you're not already in that lifestyle, like if you don't like fishing, like I don't know why you would want to watch that show. Again, I'm saying this as somebody who's never seen the show, but he's talking to me about the show and about how one of the guys died, and I'm like, what? Like, yeah, one of the fishermen died, and I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, the funniest, and this is only talking. He goes, the funniest thing was the episode afterwards when the other fishermen are talking about it, to see how they talk about it, because they don't talk about it like you and I would be like, what the fuck, John died? Because to them, that's their way of life. They go into that knowing that that's a possibility, right? Yeah. And he goes, there's an old man.
It's literally called Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, there's an old man that they interview that he's one of the other fishermen, and he goes, the sea giveth and the sea taketh away. That was his version of fucking like that's it. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, and then as I'm reacting to Oni talking about the show. So what the fuck? He goes, that's the reaction that I had. So this is the reason why he's trying to talk me into watching the show, because he's like, this reason right here, this is the reaction that he's like, you just the fucking just to see how crazy these people live, and you go,
that's like his version of it is what it is.
Yeah, you know? But it's like, hey, your friend died, the sea giveth and the sea taketh away. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what kind of
it is what it is? It ain't what it isn't.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's just another day.
Tomorrow's just another day. Hopefully they can find him, rebuild him, and make him stronger. Speaking of, a new ROBOCOP series has been announced. Let's see. It's officially a go. It will tackle corporate greed. So did the original.
Yeah. Wow. So did the original. And so ironically, in an ironic way, so did the part 2, 3, and 4 that they try to make afterwards, where the corporate greed from the movie studios try to capitalize on the popularity of the original.
That's so funny.
Mike, tell people what's going to happen when this show comes out.
I cannot wait for all these right-wing dork-ass losers who fundamentally misunderstood the original to call this woke. Like, because they're gonna be like, they're like, ROBOCOP was about action, and it's about a guy who, it's like all these bootlickers are gonna be like, it's anti-cop, and it's like, so was the original. The original was literally about anti-police thing.
So is the Punisher, whose logo you wear.
Yes, everything about you is dumb. Everything about you is nonsensical gibberish so that you can feel strong. You fucking dorks. It's so and here's the thing. I hope that it's like The Boys, right? The Boys, years in, people were still like, this got a little woke. You're stupid. And we were talking about before the show, we were talking about the hypocrisy of like, not just say you were duped, right? Just say you were duped, but everybody's just holding on.
I've gone back to that. I've said that to you a couple of times. I've gone back to that. Like, for those who are not following the context of a private conversation that we were having off air,
I know.
It was a political thing about how people are like trying to make excuses, and like people who we know, people personally who are like, I didn't vote for this, and whatever, and you're like, yeah, you did, you fucking knew, whatever. But here's my thing.
The second part of that is the worst part.
Mercadal says, oh, they just refuse to admit that they're duped. And I would, like, if I was duped, I find that the easiest thing to admit. right?
Yeah.
Like I've been duped by Temu and fucking and these Instagram ads, and you order what you think is a 12-inch fucking statue of Iron Man, and it's a fucking thing like this big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a 3-inch, and you get, and I laugh it off. You go, oh, they fucking got me. Those sons of bitches, they got, like,
Yeah.
to me, it's the easiest thing to admit is I got duped. It's harder to admit, oh, this is exactly what I asked for. But
yes,
I was wrong.
I wanted the shitty thing. Like that's it's hard for because I'm gonna get judged. This happened to me yesterday. A guy I knew posted a thing of like him playing basketball, and then he's like, the next image was him in the ER, like of his wristband in the ER, and I'm like, I laughed. I'm like, oh man, I laughed at the timing of the two things, and I respond, you know, like in your stories, you click response. And then immediately the picture after that was like, hey, just a lesson. Don't get fooled by AI, because that last picture was AI. I was like, man, I'm so sorry. I'm laughing not because of the injury, but because it was funny. Hope you're good. And then the next picture, I'm like, you got me.
You got
Damn
me.
it.
You got me.
You got me.
You got me.
This...
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Hey, you got me.
You got me. And
do you know there's on a local news, on the Miami local news, there was a story that came out that people are suing this company because you know how influencers are like, hey, try this product that makes you lose weight, and they do this shit, right? Which ironically, let me ask you a question, Valdez. You're in the weight loss journey, and you look great.
Thank you, brother.
Do you get those ads? I don't get ads. I'm being honest. I don't get those ads. I get ads. The thing they ask for, like, I've searched for, which are like creatine and collagen. Really, those are the ads I get. I don't get ads for like, get this lemon juice and get this like, I don't get any of that. I'm sure I will now that I've set it into a microphone. But I don't get those algorithm ads, but I know that they exist. I'm not crazy. I'm not like, but my question is, do you get those ads?
So I don't. I know that they exist. Like I don't really engage with content like that. Like the content that I really engage with is like kind of just the stuff that you and I talk about, like the weightlifting memes and just like acting stuff and you know, things like that. When it comes to supplements, I get a lot of feet stuff. When it comes to like supplements, I kind of already know what I'm looking for, and I look for it outside of social media.
I think that's why I don't get those ads either. I think that's the reason why. It's, the reason I bring this up is to say that the story in the local news was that I know about those ads that are like, hey, they're influencers. Like
of course,
you got to try. And
the team that makes you shit and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's now a lawsuit going on, and I'll send you guys a thing, but there's now a lawsuit going on because the entire fucking thing is made up. It's like the AI generated people. It's not that the product is fake, is that the content creators are fake. So now they're making content creators, they're making fake content creators on fake pages.
Yeah, why pay for a brand deal when you can AI the
correct? And it's just like, what the fuck? And I was like, my friend's a reporter. She's a journalist for Channel 10. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. She was like, we're done, man. We're so cooked. And like, I don't buy shit like that off the internet anyways. So it's not like the algorithm doesn't feed me those, but it's still weird to like get, at least the content creators should be real. Like that's a wild fucking thing, dude. Like the content creators aren't even real anymore. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Hey, I will say that this is one of those, like I called it, like when once you start generating one thing, people will like, it's like when a video game comes out and people are like, oh, they'll never be able to beat this one part, and then like immediately people figure out a way around it.
Sure.
The speedrunners will beat your game in 20 minutes, you know, like, and it's like, because like user testing, like beta testing, like when you would introduce a product and then people find like, oh, no one's ever going to put 1 million orders in at the same time. And then someone does. And then you're like, oh shit. As soon as the generative AI thing started getting where it could be like passable, it was like, they're going to do this. Like, that's why the actors strike happened. That's why the SAG strike, the writers strike.
It's so funny
because it's been like years.
For the listeners of the podcast, Mike has accurately called a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Right, a bunch of shit. The first one that I remember like vividly that where I was wrong, where I was like, hey, raise your hand up, my ball coach off me. You got me was Elon Musk. Remember when remember Mike was like, fuck Elon Musk, and I was like, why? And I would do, and I never backed him to my defense. I never backed him.
You gave him credit for being rich.
But I would always question. I'm like, why do you hate the guy? Like, I didn't understand. I'm like, I don't understand why you hate the guy. And to my defense, this was a time before he was so public and before he opened his mouth so much. It wasn't. It was just.
He was always the result of blood emerald mine ownership in South Africa.
In my mind, I'm like, he's a genius, right? And you're like, how is he a genius? I'm like, he has $1 billion. I don't know. Like, he's not a genius. Like, I was just asking these questions, and then the more he opened his mouth, the more like, oh man, Mike has been right the whole time. Mike was right the whole time. Holy shit!
You can have $1 billion for being a shark. You know what I mean?
It's
true.
The irony, of course, is that it's like anything, like with the people, like you were talking about the Trump people who are like, I didn't know it was going to get so bad. It's like, yeah, but there are people that have been saying it. You don't like it's the loss of community, right? Like the AI, there's no influencers anymore to tell you, like, because no one can then find a picture of one of my favorite things is when you see someone filming content and then someone is filming them film content, and you see them with the thing or whatever,
so
and then as soon as they're cut, they're like, ugh, and they throw it away or whatever, and then it's like, because it's all act, it's all show, it's all
one
fake.
of my favorite things. I this was maybe a week or two ago. Neri sent me this reel of this like gorgeous woman. I mean, capital G, gorgeous woman, and she's talking about how she's got this perfect body, and she's like, girls, let's be honest. What we really want is a guy that looks like Jack Black, just a guy that's super funny and just like has a dad bod. And I was like,
she's gorgeous and a liar.
I was just like,
I don't know, man.
And then I
just
took a
Not
couple
those
of
girls.
clicks. I
Not those girls.
I did a couple of clicks on her profile, and I was like, hey, just so you know, this opinion doesn't matter because her OnlyFans is detected. So like essentially,
but we were just talking about that. Why does that diminish her opinion?
No, because
or is it a marketing? It's marketing.
It's a marketing thing. That's not her actual opinion.
But here's the thing. It works so well. That marketing works so well because I was like, look at this. I wasn't even listening to her words, if I'm being honest with you about this. I said,
no, I know. That's one of my favorite things. That's one of my favorite things that Neri does is he'll send me a video of this girl playing drums with a fat ass, and
I've seen it.
And I'll send it back, and I'll be like, hey, she's a beat off, and then he goes, I was watching it on mute. What are you talking about?
I don't fucking give a shit about the playing. I don't give a fuck.
And then I look at the comments, and I'm like, oh, I'm literally the only guy watching this for the drum content.
Yeah,
like
nobody else. Nobody else is like.
No, but have you ever gone into the comments like the like when there's like been a few of these where they create a fake personality character of what they think the conservative right wing losers on the internet would want.
Yes, and they're like,
and it works every time.
Yeah.
There's like a dude in India who's like, yeah, I've made $1 bazillion. There's a girl that she posts a video, like not even pretending. She's like, I get right-wing losers to pay for my bills because they want
they want her
to talk shit about them.
They want to be demeaned or whatever. So, again, I'm super thankful that I only like vanilla boring sex.
We go back to this conversation because remember when we were like, is there a thing where you would draw? Remember, like I was like, I signed up for Fee Finder. That's the line. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take that money. Like that's where I draw the line. Like I'm being honest with you. I have a conservative. A conservative. I would not take their money. Like I would not for that. Like if you come to a comedy show, I'm giving you my service. I'm doing a comedy show. I'll take your money for my comedy show, but I'm not taking your money for that. Like I have an Etsy shop where I design my own t-shirts and I design, and a lot of them don't have anything to do with my comedy specific. A lot of them do. A lot of them have my comedy specific jokes on there or whatever. But if you go to my Etsy shop, there's a lot of different, there's a wide section. There's like whatever. And my friend years ago told me, if you put like Trump and like go like both ways, Like if you put stuff like Biden, like pro Biden stuff and then pro Trump stuff, you would sell because some of these people would just fucking go to Etsy to buy a shirt that says "I heart Trump." And I was like, I can't take that money. I would not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to take that money.
Man. Well, that's the grip.
That's my
whole
fucking
point.
line. It's like I can't. And I know it's ridiculous because people are like, take the fucking money. Fuck those people. And you're like, I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it. I'd rather sell my feet.
Let's test that theory. If you're a conservative Republican out there,
not pictures. I'd rather sell my feet.
Yeah.
WUBro Pod has a Cash App, right? Or WUBro, what is it that we have?
Dude, WUBro Pod, yeah.
Look, the WUBro Pod is on all social media platforms. It's there at the bottom of the screen. You can test Nary's resolve by sending us thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Send us. We want to see you fucking losers. They like that, right? They like that. They're like, yeah, you dorks.
That's code
maybe they only like that from women.
That's code WUBro for 10% added to your cart. Again, that's code WUBro.
Hashtag WUBro.
I love when Shannon Sharp does that. Every time you watch one of those videos of Shannon Sharp, and then he would like, hey, there's a good conversation, and then it's a real big close-up of Shannon Sharp, and he goes, that's code Shannon. That's code Shannon.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Anyway, the idea of you know what I was gonna talk. Okay, hold on. I wanted to change the topic of conversation, like to get off of this stuff. But speaking of like influence, like you did a meme, you contributed to a meme, and I want to talk about it because this is also a very interesting story, very also Miami centric.
Oh yeah.
The preparing for my Netflix live stream early. Also look at Slim, dude. Look at you. Look at that. Good for you, Doug. Get them shoulders out. Get them shoulders out. Get them shoulders out. But yeah, did you see what was the story there about the posting? Because I don't know all the details. Did you follow it?
Yes, I followed it. Of course I followed it.
Okay. For those who don't know, what's going on?
So in the world of basketball, in the world of sports, LeBron James is a free agent for the first time. Really the first time ever, because every other time that he's been a free agent, every other time he's gone to a different team has been via trade. So it's whatever. But he's a free agent. And in the sports cycle, in the news cycle for the last 3 or 4 weeks now, he's been quote unquote, deciding where he's going to play next. And there's been the consensus is that there's 4 possible teams where he's going to go play, either back to Cleveland, back to Miami, Philadelphia, or the Golden State Warriors. Those are the 4 teams. And for weeks now, if anybody knows anything about sports analysts, they don't know shit. Sports analysts don't know anything.
Guessing.
Everybody's just guessing. Everybody's just like, I think, and then they give their opinion. I think the best fit is here, but the best fit is that. Now, what's changed in this time around from his free agency from previous times that he was a free agent is that now there are apps that literally let you gamble based upon what's going to actually happen in real life, right? Are we aware of those apps?
Right.
That it's like, if a celebrity
Polymarket, Kalshi, what are they called?
So it's like you get to gamble, even DraftKings, you get to gamble based upon real life things that you have no control over. Not that you have control over sports, but it's not just sports anymore. It's real life things now. So you get to prediction markets, right? And the prediction markets have now in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, have put the Miami Heat as the favorites. They have they're now listed as the favorites. Sunday night or Monday, I think it was Monday night, a YouTube live stream goes up and it's labeled LeBron James introduction ceremony, but it's dated for a week later, 7 days later.
So this was of interest to me because I've done it for StreamYard. Like we use a platform that posts our videos, and I'm like, they are making mistakes that I would make. Who's doing this?
So what happens is they posted the live stream went live. The YouTube live stream went live.
Went public.
But it went public. But it was only supposed to be like, so it was predated. It was like for a week later.
For the future, yeah.
For the future. So everybody went up in a tizzy, and it quickly went down like 2 hours later. But that's it. That's all the internet needs, especially when you have such a huge following like the Miami Heat organization would have a huge following. So every sports station picked ESPN, and everybody picked it up. And so basically what happened was that there was somebody at the Miami Heat. This is what the Miami Heat are saying. That somebody is new to that department, and that they're going on vacation, and that they forgot to click that box where it says
unpublished or private or whatever.
Yeah, or like, you know, set to next week, but like not published now. He forgot to uncheck that box. That's basically all that happened. It was just a mistake, and it really was in case he does make that announcement, in case LeBron does pick Miami. LeBron, as of right now, as of today's date, which is the 23rd, as of yesterday, which was when the live, or 2 days ago when the live went up, there was no decision made by LeBron. So everybody's thinking, oh, this is a sign, and Miami Heat are saying, no, it's not a sign. The YouTube director guy, he was going on vacation and he fucked up, and he just did it for just in case LeBron James happens to make the decision while he's away, while the coordinator's away. That's all they're saying. I don't think that's true. I think they know that he's coming to Miami. And
yeah, you genuinely believe that it was a real thing?
If I
genuinely believe it was a real thing, and they're just trying to cover up their mistake because it looks bad on them. It does look bad on them, but also I'm also not biased. I'm also not unbiased. I'm also completely biased, and I hope to God that's because I'm a Miami Heat fan, and I hope to God he comes back to the Miami Heat. So I could honestly tell you, if another team had fucked up like this, like if it was the Warriors that fucked up like this, I would have been like, oh, that's just the internet. The internet guy's stupid. That doesn't mean that he's going there, but because it benefits me and it fits my narrative that I want, I'm like, yep, that's a sign. He's coming to Miami. So I'm fucking I'm fully fucking biased.
I want it to be true. What were you gonna say, Mike?
Well, I was just gonna say, if I'm to say what Neri said was word perfect as to what they said, there is something kind of fishy about he's new, but also he's on vacation.
That's what I said too. It's exactly what I said.
I didn't even register that.
Where it's just like, oh, he's so new. So either he's stupid or you're stupid. Because
there's multiple. You're right, and I said the same thing, Mike. But here's the thing: there's multiple ways where that could still be true. One, he could just be new to the department, not to the company. And if you are with a company for X amount of time, even when you move departments, you still have your vacation time. One, and two, and this conversation I just had with a friend of mine who just got a job last week. When you get a job, it is very common, at least in this country, because I was talking to somebody else, another friend of mine from Brazil, and this is not common in Brazil, but it is common in the US. I know because I've actually done it. When you get a job, when they say, when can you start? If you tell them in that moment, hey, by the way, I've already paid for a cruise in 3 months, they will be like, okay, you already paid for it.
That happened with my wife and her new job, that we had a trip plan, and we were like, no. That happened with me when I started at the union. That was like, hey, we have this trip plan, and it's like, okay, then they have to kind of acknowledge it.
Oh, they don't have to, but most of the time,
you would hope they do. You would hope they do.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to my friend in Brazil, and she was like, "Yeah, they don't do that shit. They don't give a fuck." Like in Brazil, if you're like, "Oh, I already booked the cruise," you're like, "Well, do you want the job or not?" They're like, that's how. Fucking so there's two possibilities, but you're right. I also that flag went up. I was like, "Oh, that sounds fucking fishy as hell, man. That sounds weird." But
it's like the people in Brazil are like how we are as actors, where they're like. They always say as an actor, if you want to get a job, make plans, because they're like the moment you get booked is the moment you go on vacation.
Well, there's a documentary and I love it. I think everybody should watch this. The guy who was in that thing, where they're talking about it's about character actors.
About character actors that are in a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
The guy who was in that thing came out 2012, and it talks about like literally when you're a jobber actor that you just take roles. They're like that all of them said the same thing. Like the guaranteed way to book a job is to say, fuck it, plan a vacation. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to take a break. The second you do that, you get the call back going like, hey, remember you read for Star Trek or whatever? And then you go and it's like, we need you. And it's like, without fail, it will land on that time.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is the case. I think that this guy.
I don't think that's the case for sure.
When was it scheduled? When will we know? When was it scheduled for? And also, do you think that it would risk the move, risk the trade or the transfer?
That's my fear. My fear is that LeBron is gonna be like, but also I don't know if LeBron's that fucking panicky that he's like, you guys can't even get your YouTube people to shit together. Like,
I don't think LeBron cares. Yeah.
He's been with the he's been with the organization before. He knows the organization. But here's the thing, though. LeBron wants to be able to. He's controlling the narrative, right? This is a true story, by the way. If you don't know this, Mike, the NBA commissioner last week publicly in front of camera said, "I wish LeBron would hurry up and make his decision because he's holding back the schedule release. Like the schedule is not being completed until he makes his decision because based upon where he plays." Those are going to be the Christmas games. Those are going to be the
right. Wow, because he's money.
Yeah, because he's money, and like those are going to be the primetime games. Those are going to be like whatever team he chooses, that team is going to be primetime. And
wow, that's going to bring up his costs big time.
So then because they've already said he's not playing for money right now. Like nobody's paying him full value. None of the 4 teams have the money. Yeah. They could afford him. He's playing for the league minimum because it's not about money right now. It's 2030.
What if he comes back and just straight up says he's taking his talents to South Beach again? Like he just does the same shit again. I'd be like, part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It feels like the organization, I could be wrong because I don't know much about basketball, but I do know it feels like the organization, when it comes to spending a lot of money, they're going towards like Anthony Edwards, like people like that, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, not Anthony Edwards, but it's Giannis. Giannis.
Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm really bad with it. It's a
Giannis' last name. You get credit for trying.
Everybody just calls him Giannis, bro. Fuck you, it's Giannis.
Yeah.
Honestly, because of this, like if LeBron comes back to Miami, I'm gonna bandwagon hard. I'll be fine with the label.
And the rest of the city of Miami.
Because I don't have enough focus in my brain to fetishize over feet. I only have one team. I follow one sport, and I'm root for the home team. I always root for the home team, but I may
out of all the teams. Out of all the teams,
know, dude. That's how you know I love it. That's how you know I'm in it for the love of the game.
You only have space for one team, and you chose the one losing franchise in fucking Florida, in South Florida history. The one. It's like the Marlins have one more. You could be a Marlins fan, and you could fucking be happier. But you chose fucking the Dolphins.
Maybe that's my fetish.
Dog, I have the craziest
Dolphins fan.
I have the craziest story. And you're gonna love this, Mike, because you're a Dolphins fan. Okay, so I went to school. Okay, and at I won't say the school, but okay. one of the parents who then became a deacon, who then became a pastor, was Don McNeil, who used to be on the Miami Dolphins with Dan Marino back in the day. Sure. And to my understanding, that was the only time that they went to the Super Bowl, right?
1982, they lost against the San Francisco 49ers.
Right. And the reason why they lost was because Don McNeil dropped the pass, right?
Also, the Niners defense fucking stopped them. I mean, they fucking scored like 12 points, and but the Niners scored a lot. But it's right, yeah.
Well,
that's not the only reason we lost.
That's not the only reason. Let's not paint it that only reason. But I get it. Yes, there was a reason.
The way that Don McNeil would tell the story, which we call the testimony, and the reason why he gave his life to God was because he dropped the pass, right? And so,
but also he believes a guy came back from death. So like his the way he tells stories aren't really 100% accurate. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. But what I find so funny is that happened, and he would tell this story at our chapels all the time, and I went, this is the plot to Ace Ventura.
It is. Ray Finkel.
Isn't that crazy?
Ray Finkel. Look, there's. It's never not funny to me that when people fail, they immediately go to church.
I mean, of course, there's a story about.
You gotta winners. It can't be my fault. It can't be my fault. Yeah. There's winners and there's losers. It can't be my fault. The universe must be out there. It was the devil.
Yeah,
that
I just
love
saw a
that.
story. I just saw a story where Matt Rife just got baptized and gave his life to God, and now he's telling everybody this or whatever. And I was like, well, he did something wrong because
something's about
there's
that.
literally
Isn't
no
that
reason.
crazy?
Literally
Isn't that
no
crazy that
reason for you to have to share that publicly unless you did something wrong as a celebrity.
The
So
second Russell Brand was the perfect one where like the second there's something, they have to go because God forgives. Why can't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that vibe. And it's like, anyway.
I'm not saying you can't be a Christian, but it's just unfortunate that it's become that when you announce that now, it is just like it's tainted with the you must have done something wrong because there's
that's
no
the
other
same
reason.
way. That's the same way I feel when people say like God bless America. I'm like, ugh. I feel bad.
Yes.
I feel
When
bad.
I see American flag, I'm like,
I see a guy with an American flag T-shirt. I immediately go like, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah.
And what I'm not, and I'm not saying one of those as in people who love America. I'm saying Republican, right? Like I'm like in my head, I'm like, oh, he's a Republican. I associate people who wear American flag T-shirts with Republicans, and that's not the case. Like that's not. There are liberals who love the country. You can love the country and be liberal. It doesn't necessarily like, but it's a weird association that we have, right?
That happened on the 4th of July. On the 4th of July this year, there was a ton of people. It's like, no. I don't support the government. I support my country.
Correct.
Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, it's my favorite. It's another thing that woke fuckers the dorks don't understand is when they say Captain America, and it's like Captain America went up against the government 1,000,000 times. Read a fucking comic. Read a fucking comic. You
know who else went
dumbass.
against the government? Jesus Christ.
Jesus mother flipping Christ.
Like, you know that Bible that you say you read so much?
Yeah.
You know the one that has a Trump logo on the front? You know the one that has a Trump logo on the front?
Bro, God. Like, here's how am I going to pivot to this? Look, we can talk about people with two faces all the time, but for the rest of the podcast, but I'd love to talk about somebody with a clay face.
Yes.
Somebody more than just two. He can have infinite number of faces. That's right. The trailer for DC's CLAYFACE dropped, and we're going to react to it right now.
We've been talking about bad men, but what about Batman?
Batman. Oh, man. Here we go. Official CLAYFACE trailer.
Put the volume up.
A little Vanilla Sky action going on. You remember Vanilla Sky?
Yeah, good movie. Good movie.
That's the movie.
Okay. Okay.
Cruise comes and
I'm sorry. Every trailer has the slowed down, minimal version of some popular song. And here we have it again. Here we have it again.
We've talked about it before.
We've talked about how Teddy Swims is in the middle of every trailer.
Okay, we get it. He's famous.
Is he? Okay.
I love that. Oobleck. There's a lot of great body horror happening.
Wait a minute. The doctor's a woman? What the fuck?
A black woman? Get ready to get called woke. They don't exist. You're not allowed to have a black woman doctor.
This is the face that launched 1,000 scrubs.
Oh my god. Dude. It's almost like cartoonish. It's almost cartoonish with these fuckers, man. Because you can predict the script before they even start. It's so stupid. He's beautiful again.
In the source material, it was a man. It was a white man, the doctor.
Yeah.
Make a historically accurate.
I love
face
this.
Next time.
Look.
Make a historically accurate.
God, that's so creepy. I love good body horror because that genuinely creeps me out.
Yeah.
Eye stuff creeps me out big time.
That's your fetish?
That's my line. That's my feet.
Got it.
Yes.
Mm. But is this going to be a
That's such a
musical or
dope
not?
shot. Huh?
It's not going to be a musical.
Is this going to be a musical or not?
No. The sequel might, but
That was a great shot. There's so many good little shots here that make me excited. Do you realize?
If he doesn't speak in a Shakespearean accent, I'm not, you know, it's gonna be a letdown.
Here's why I'm excited about this. This is the kind of shit that I feel like I've been asking for a long time. Another thing I've predicted.
All the time. You say
I
this
say
all
it
the time.
all the time.
Every time Mike and I have talked about an animated DC movie, he'll be like, "Why don't they just make this? Just make it. You already have it. Just
make
fucking
it.
do this live action." It's like,
and it's Elon Musk, generative AI, and the Clayface movie. I'm Hollywood. I'm your guy.
Just make this. Just make this. And then meanwhile, cut to Mike talking about live action remakes for Disney. Why the fuck are they doing this? We already have the animated version.
Oh, wait. No, hold on. Hold on. Because there is no Clayface movie. And I will say this. I would watch a live action. I watched, what was the Maleficent? Maleficent with Angelina Jolie. It was its own story. Sure. It was a separate thing. Like, I am a big fan. I've always had this idea of telling. Do you remember that? Again, Batman the Animated Series is my Batman. I love that show. It is near perfect. That first run of episodes is near perfect comic book adaptation. It still holds up. You can watch it now. It's Heart of Ice is still like Emmy level. It's still good, right? The idea of the episode of POV, right, where they all give like the events of a certain, like there's a certain event in the universe that you tell from the perspective. It was from Harvey Bullock's perspective, from Commissioner Gordon's perspective, and then from I forget the other cop, the lady cop's name. Because
she's a lady, she doesn't deserve a name.
I'm wrong for forgetting it, but she's less than and doesn't deserve to be whatever with a woke fucking. I will adhere. I will whatever. Never mind. I
only remember the alpha males' names.
But the truth is that I've always loved that idea. A universe doesn't like. I loved Skeleton Crew, the Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
the first season of Mandalorian, unrelated to anything. Like, if you have the world, like, play in it, you know, but don't like do it right. This looks like a genuine. Until it says Gotham Police, you could put this anywhere, right? Like you could. Yeah. This is a horror movie about. It could be. It could literally be anything, and that's I love that idea. I love the idea of. I will say I'm worried that they might redeem him in some way. Like I hate when they show make a sympathetic villain. I'm like, you can tell me the villain's motives, but you can't make me think he's right. Like you can't.
Or you don't have to tell me that he's right. You don't have to tell me. Because you could, but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be everyone. Every villain doesn't need not
every villain needs to be sympathetic. There was that whole even the Maleficent movie is about an explanation as to why she's the villain. And again, still like Clayface kills people. Like you're not supposed to kill people, but he was attacked by the mob and in this version of the story. That is different.
It's in the animated version was the same thing, wasn't it?
Well, the animated version, they attacked him and he was using this makeup to make himself feel younger, but it was it was dangerous. And in the animated version, they basically they drowned him in it. Yeah, and that's he died, and then he comes back as Clayface. Again, tell a cool story, man. Tell an unrelated story in the world that we have these characters that are dope. Like I love that. I still
positive thing. I was just going to say a positive thing that DC has with these characters, at least with the Batman characters, is that you can make a standalone movie and it's so interesting because, unfortunately, the Marvel villains are not as interesting as like
Yeah.
Clayface or Mr. Freeze or like movies like that, where if
In
I
all-
saw
in
them
all
and
fairness-
Batman wasn't in it, I would still watch it.
In all fairness, I've thought about this because I'm a big fan of DC in general, but also specifically Superman, right? And I've thought, because everybody always talks about Batman's rogues gallery, right?
Yeah.
Like the
He does.
villains for
They
Batman.
say he has the best. Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it, but Superman has good villains too, and he does. Superman has good villains, but man, Batman's villains are fucking top tier.
Yeah,
bro.
they're the best.
Like even me as somebody who's trying to actively search for, like, no, they're I'm gonna be like, nah, it's a
Mhm.
top tier,
It's
bro.
top
It's
tier.
top tier.
And because
We have the animated series to thank for that, because the animated series is what made the stories for Clayface, invented Harley Quinn, like just all these different things because of the animated series. So yeah.
there's an element of nostalgia to it that, again, nostalgia only works for the nostalgic. Young people don't have a nostalgia for this stuff. It still needs to be good. You can't just have nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's why like certain things like bomb, like Masters in the Universe. Like Neri fucking loved it, but did it do
My
what it
kids
was
loved it.
supposed?
My kids
Yeah.
loved it. They had no idea who the fuck He-Man was. They had never heard of the fucking phrase He-Man. They had never heard of the phrase Masters of the Universe, and they loved it.
But I like the marketing of it and all this stuff was just about like, remember He-Man, and it was like, or just introduce like treat it as a new thing, or have both multiple approaches, but treat it as a new thing that
people were
winks
just worried
towards
because
nostalgia.
I think people were just in my opinion, I think the movie bombed on the box office because people were worried that it was not going to be good.
Yeah.
And people were
Yeah, I
holding off
think
and
that I think that's the
"Nah,"
truth.
and
Yeah.
it's a thing of it, like, so that because of the previous history with Masters of the Universe, not just the movie with Dolph Lundgren that sucked, but also they did Masters of the Universe like 3 separate times. They did like Masters of the Universe 2000, and that sucked. And then like all of these things, so they were. I think people in general were just hesitant to go to the movie theaters because they were like, I don't want to pay movie theater prices for a movie that might suck.
One thing I will say, as
fair.
someone who used to work for Mattel, I used to work for Mattel in their toy division, and He-Man stock has gone up like crazy since the movie. Like people are buying He-Man again, so like, because now they're making. I even showed you, Neri, the Skeletor gym thing. Like that's like going bonkers too. So like people are buying He-Man toys again, because like when I was working at Mattel, like He-Man was non-existent basically. Like it was like they had to collab them with Ninja Turtles for people to give a shit. Like,
well, the idea of the documentary that came out, remember there was the series of the toys that made us and the movies that made us on Netflix, which is basically I love the 90s for a niche, you know what I mean? Like all those shows, those were like, again, I love the 90s was I love the 80s, all those like VH1 shows. I don't know where you can find them, but they were like YouTube, the blueprint, like it's just nostalgia bait, right?
Yeah.
This movie of like Clayface, was there like the Batman the Animated Series, there were toys, but I don't remember that being the focus. Watching the cartoon was what people loved because it was good. It just has to be good. Yeah. Like you don't like use the nostalgia as a tool.
Well, again,
I get what
you're saying. The basic of it, the base has to be good, but you're saying things like it just has to be good is not true either, because there are good movies that bomb in theaters. It doesn't just have to be good. There has to be it has to be. It's like it's like those people who go like, oh, you're not famous, but you're funny. It's like, yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. My wife and I had a conversation about like a success, like a successful acting career. Yeah. And she brought up like Matt LeBlanc as an example of like someone who doesn't have a successful acting career. And I'm like, well, he's not active now, but that guy made $1 bazillion. He could just sit on his ass and do nothing.
Because he doesn't need to be active.
But the thing is that
he made millions upon millions.
Exactly. That's my point. Like,
dollars.
We all get to define how success is measured by our own metric, right? Like, I would feel successful. You know what I mean? Like you get to choose how you define it. The problem is, since all of these companies and private equity have bought all of our artistic platforms, artistic industries, the new metric for success is no longer quality, it's value, right? How much money did you bring? Profit, right? So like you said, by certain measures, Masters of the Universe, incredibly successful. You loved it, your kids loved it, but is that the bar that we're measuring it on? No,
Right.
the world doesn't measure it on that.
Yeah.
Supergirl, I thought was a fine movie. I didn't think it was great, but it bombed at the box. And people were like, "Oh, it's a bad movie." It's like, hey, we gotta. There's nuance to the world.
That's why I wanted to make sure is like, oh, it just has to be good. It doesn't just have to be good. That should be a start. That should be the base. The base should be good product. But there's so many things that go into whether something is successful and or popular. It's like it doesn't just because there are plenty of good movies that they don't make money.
Yeah,
there are plenty of good. There are plenty of Academy Award winning and the movies do that all the time where the movie bombs in the box office, it gets nominated for fucking 10 Oscars, and then they re-release it. Just because people are like, oh fuck, now people know about this movie. It happens all the time, man.
I will say
the base level, you should start with a good product. But
I'm always just giving my opinion. Like for me, it has to be good.
Also, I was gonna say, just to go back to the Matt LeBlanc thing, because I think that's actually a perfect metaphor. We all have our own algorithm as what we think famous things are, right? So, for example, somebody sees Matt LeBlanc in Friends and they go, man, that guy's so famous. And then he's gone from your radar. So you're like, oh, he stepped off the universe. No, he didn't. He was on episodes. He was on Man with a Plan for 7 years. He hosted
in Top Gear. I love that show.
Did so many things, but because you didn't see it, you don't know about it.
That's my point. Like the reason why Backrooms and Obsession were number 1 and 2 at the box office is because they're good. They got the opportunity to be released mid-budget. They cost nothing. I heard
Backrooms sucks. Mike, did you see Mike?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I heard Backrooms was trash.
I saw Obsession.
Did you see it? Which one? Obsession. I have to watch. I haven't watched Obsession.
I love Obsession.
But I watched Backrooms.
It's on Peacock if you have Peacock.
Obsession. Everybody who I talk to who's seen Obsession tells me that they love it. Everybody who I talk to who has seen Backrooms, and Mike, you're the first one to say the opposite. But up until this point, everybody, and again, it's only been like 4 people, so it hasn't.
I'm sorry, all your 4 friends are dumb and didn't get it.
I can't even argue that because I haven't seen the movie, so I don't have my own opinion. I'm just like,
here's the thing. In my opinion, the movie, the reason why I like it is because I know
work before.
Yeah, I've been trying to work. And I watched it after all of the buzz was gone. And I was going into it, watching it with the knowledge of this was done with a certain perspective from an internet meme vibe. The guy who basically like did a short film about it's like this niche creepy pasta internet thing. And I knew of it a little bit, and it took it and it made it's a creative kind of.
I know zero about it, so I want to see it because I know zero. I don't even know what meme you're talking about. I don't even know.
I think you're better off not knowing anything about it.
You're better off not knowing anything. You're better off watching it. I regret not seeing it in the theater because the sound was really, really good. I did the thing where my wife and I, we watch our shit with headphones.
So your sound was really good too then.
Our sound was good. It was great. What I'm saying is the movie does an amazing job of immersing you in a disorienting environment. Because that's the point of what the Backrooms, and it's one of those things where, like, I'll say this, it presents a lot of stuff without answering exactly what's going on, and you just have to like absorb the movie. It's one of those movies you just have to like let it hit you. It's not gonna. That's why like people who complain about it, like I'm like, oh well, I don't want to say anything right now to you because I don't want to spoil anything.
But it sounds like it likes the smell of its own farts.
You could call it that, or you could just say it's a artistic expression of like the insanity of the middle space of like not knowing where you are and all that stuff, and it presents it in an environment as opposed to just words and thinking. It gives you a physical space to be crazy in.
I will also say this: every A24 movie, little or a lot, does have liking the smell of its own farts in it.
It's
Oh,
A24, so you're gonna have to go in there with a little bit of I get it.
Yeah,
Your
but that's what I'm
farts
saying.
smell
And
good to you.
that's what I was gonna tell you before. I was like, I'm not. It's not an indictment on a movie if it's
Sure.
pretentious. It's not an
Yeah.
indictment. It's just
Sometimes-
but you should know what you're going into.
You
should
should
know
know
what
what
you're
you're
going
doing.
into.
Yeah.
Some movies are
This
too
is gonna be a
pretentious for their own good, though.
Sure, some movies there are too many things, right? There are movies where you're like, oh, this is a lot of explosions. You want to,
Yeah.
Can we get
Yeah,
some
yeah.
kind of story? Can we get some kind of story?
Right.
But I don't think pretentious is a negative thing. Again, too much of anything, right? But
Yeah.
that's why I was asking. I wasn't trying to be facetious. I would be like, hey, does it like the smell of its own farts? Because you just go in there. Like if you go in there knowing, hey, this is a pretentious movie. Like this is American Beauty. Like, oh fuck, here we go. All right,
Here we go.
It's gonna be American Beauty, I'll tell you that.
But go in. I will say this: if you're gonna watch Backrooms, watch it with the intent of immersing. Give it the vibe it deserves. Don't watch it on your phone.
Go into your
I've
covers.
turned it to Chris Nolan.
Fart. Take in the fart.
Yeah. Take it in. Give the farts the environment in which they can best be smelt.
Save your phone for the Odyssey because that's what Christopher Nolan intended.
He intended to watch it on an iPad. Yeah.
iPad. Not
I
rich.
did watch the
Okay,
Odyssey
okay.
on Monday at 70 millimeter.
I
if
watched
anybody-
it.
Did you watch it as well?
was wild. Yeah. I saw the Odyssey.
I'm
It-
clamoring to talk about it, but I don't think Neri has seen it. So
I have not seen it because I've been in Italy. I literally flew to
Oh,
Italy.
that's right.
I flew to Italy the day it came out, and I was like, well, not watching that for fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There goes
It
that.
is a throwback
Hopefully-
to cinematic experiences.
Hopefully, in the next week and a half that while I'm in Italy, hopefully the movie bombs enough that they'll just release it on VOD, and I'll just be able to buy it on my phone.
in Italy,
you know,
I don't think it's possible.
I don't know, man. It's
I might-
doing pretty good.
I might be wrong.
It literally made up
check.
the entire budget in 3 days.
Yeah,
I was
it
just
made up
gonna, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure it made $200 million in opening weekend.
240
Yeah.
$240 million
Yeah.
opening weekend. and
Worldwide or
it's the
just
budget.
domestically?
That's just
and it's-
domestic.
That's
that's
just
the budget.
domestic.
And
That's
that's
crazy.
and that's the budget. Like that's fucking insane. That's
That's
that's why I made the joke of like, hopefully it bombs and I'd be able to purchase
Yeah.
it on VOD. No.
Speaking of Chris Nolan, we have a new game we're going to end the show with today, and it's called Cut For, Keep For, and we're doing, Neri, you're going to be running the show, and this is Christopher Nolan movies. I will keep the notes so we can...
Christopher Nolan movies, and so I have a list of his movies here. I did not put the Odyssey because I did not know if you guys had seen it, so I did not think it would be fair. So I didn't know.
fair.
For future references, I don't want to do the cut when we do the cut for keep for. I don't want to tell you, Mike, who's the producer who puts out together, because I don't want to tell you ahead of time the category, because then you already start in your head coming up with the answers, like which one am I going to
have
keep?
it, but I feel like you're.
I'm not saying you have it. You've done it. I'm saying this way it will keep you from doing it.
I also would like to be surprised.
Right. So that's why I'm trying to do this. All right. So Nolan movies. We're gonna go by Nolan movies, and you're gonna tell me: do you keep it or do you cut it?
And
you
it's blind.
Blind. You can only keep 4,
Ooh.
and you can only cut 4. So you don't know which ones I'm gonna bring up next. Okay. You gotta tell me at the moment.
Thankfully, we're movie buffs, so we know most of these movies in our head already.
Most of this, and more. Thankfully, Christopher Nolan started making movies after 1995, which is apparently Valdez's blind spot. So we're gonna.
I was too Christian at that point to watch movies.
People don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
So Christopher Nolan movies. All right, start with Batman Begins. Are we cutting or keeping?
Batman Begins.
Ra's al Ghul.
Who started? Valdez, you go first.
I'm gonna cut.
Oh, all right. So Valdez is cutting. All right.
I'm gonna cut. I love the movie. But I do love other things that he has made more.
But you don't know if I'm going to mention those other things.
That's right.
Oh,
that's,
really?
That's my thing. That's not all Nolan movies. He's going to present us with 8.
I'm literally presenting you 8 movies.
Okay.
So we don't know.
Damn it.
Don't know. Okay.
I'm still gonna cut. I'm still gonna cut.
All right. So Valdez cuts. All right. So Valdez.
Batman Begins is a tough one because I don't know if are you doing the game too, Neri? Are you going to tell us if you're going to cut or keep?
No,
Okay.
because I know the list. It's ridiculous if I fucking know. I mean,
That's
it's
fair.
ridiculous.
That's
It's-
fair. We should all do it. I want that is think of a cut for. Actually, you know what, everybody? Here, send us an email at wubropod@gmail.com of your cut for, keep for, and we'll do it on the show. You can tell us which one to do.
Let's do a different director for Neri then.
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly. We take turns. I'll do
Alright.
one. You do one.
All right, so
I'm going
Batman
to
Begins,
cut
he's
Batman
gonna cut.
Begins because I don't know if you're going to say Dark Knight or not, and I have other ones that I like a lot more. But it is
all right,
a great movie.
so you're gonna cut.
Cut.
All right, it's gonna cut. Begins. All right. Memento.
Ooh,
This is where the rubber meets the road.
This is where the farts start liking the smell.
This is the first fart
Yeah.
that this was my first
Do-
Nolan fart.
Do I like a man killing his wife who has diabetes in reverse?
That's all you get. Oh man. Yeah.
That's funny. That movie is it is kind of funny when you think about it that whole movie is just a man realizing his wife has diabetes.
Oh man. This is
You ruined the movie for breaking down now. He's like, oh
Yeah.
So freaking funny, dude. And now thinking about it, it's so funny. Also it's only funny because I have type 1 diabetes.
You have to preface that. You should
Yeah.
be forced to wear a badge or something.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
says you have diabetes.
As someone with diabetes, let's not do that.
Yeah.
But,
Are people can't readily identify you right away.
Yeah.
We put you in a box.
you should be able to recognize me because I'm the only one who orders sugar-free dessert.
Yeah.
But
True.
Cutter,
I do that too.
Yeah,
cut or
fair
keep.
enough.
No, that's I cut or keep.
I'm gonna cut.
Ooh.
The thing is if I'm left with 4, even if I don't like them, it's not gonna, because the thing is Nolan has a good filmography. You know what I mean? So like it's not like I'm gonna be left with like Gremlins 2, the new batch, which is fine.
First of all,
if I had
fuck you
them.
and your mother.
Hey,
First
bro,
of
shut the
all,
fuck up, dude.
You keep Gremlins 2 out your fucking mouth, bro. Get the fuck out of here. How dare you?
How dare you?
Look,
it's
I'm a
in the
troublemaker
movie.
gremlin, but
All of it is in the movie.
yeah.
I will say this. I've been watching some of the interviews with the Odyssey cast. They pop up on your thing. And Zendaya, who plays a character in the Odyssey, was talking about how she was nervous, and then she overheard somebody, or no, it was Anne Hathaway talking about it. That she was like, when she first did Batman Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, that she was nervous about doing something, and then she heard one of the crew members who was also nervous about something, and then the assistant director turned to her and said, hey, you're on a Christopher Nolan movie. That means that you are one of the top 3 people on earth that can do your job.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, if you're there already, Christopher Nolan's already up here. If you're here, you're great. Whatever, keep that in mind as you judge yourself, that you're one of 3 people who are on the short list to do this job.
Yeah, he could have chosen anybody, and he chose you.
I'm going to keep.
He could have chosen somebody good looking, and he chose Maggie Gyllenhaal. So you know what I mean. You got to fucking.
Burn.
That's how talented she is.
The opinions of Neri Saenz are not the express written opinions of WUBro and the rest of the.
But
have you not seen Memento, Mike? Have you not seen Memento?
I have. I love it. I
thought you had never seen it because Neri was like, "Oh, you just ruined Memento." I was like,
"No,
just a way,
just to
go back and watch it again. Now he can never not think about it that way.
Now I have diabetes eyes for
welcome to my life.
Murgadog.
I'm going to keep it but I want to specifically add the caveat that I'm keeping it. It's a great movie, but also on the DVD there's the short film. The short story that the film was based on, written by Chris Nolan's brother.
Mm-hmm.
That is so good. It's like you could see in the writing how fucking good this is, and you can read it on the DVD, the original release DVD. So I'm keeping it.
Interstellar.
Ooh, Keep. I'm keeping it for sure.
You're keeping
Now-
it.
That's one of my favorite movies. It's so fucking good. I know there's others, but it's there.
Now I just want to be this guy. I'm gonna cut it.
Wow. Wow. I hope there's trash at the end of this. I don't know
There
how
is no
good Christopher
trash.
Nolan trash would it be,
Yeah.
but it would be no. Yeah.
Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Keep.
It's in the movie.
All right. It's in the movie. So good.
It's in the
The Prestige.
Keep.
movie. Ooh, keep. Yeah.
I love The Prestige, dude.
I do.
I was
too,
ready.
man.
I was ready to fight for that movie if somebody didn't want to keep it.
So
Sure.
there's a
Margaret, are you keeping it too?
Yeah, that's the one that I knew for sure I was keeping. I love it so much. And there's this channel that I watch called Cinema Sticks on YouTube.
Mhm.
Hard recommend. There's a lot of little video essays about film, and he does one about The Prestige that literally made me go find it and watch it again. Like I want to watch. Like it's like, yeah, man, this movie's great, and
Such a good
it's
one.
like so good. And it was early Chris Nolan, and yeah, it was great. And the performances in it are fucking fantastic. I like that movie a lot.
Mhm.
But my list I only have one more keep, so who knows?
Oppenheimer.
Keep.
Cut.
I love Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Did I spell it right?
The Dark Knight Rises. The
Cut.
Dark Knight Rises.
Oh no, cut. That means that the next two you have to keep, Valdez.
Yeah, I'm not keeping The Dark Knight Rises. I'll tell you that.
This is my favorite time because Mike now has to keep these, right? Dunkirk.
I love Dunkirk.
Wait, hold on. I didn't say if I was keeping or cutting.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Dark Knight
I'm
Rises.
cutting it. Yeah, no, I'm cutting it. Of all of the Batmans, that
Okay.
was not my favorite.
Dunkirk.
I have not seen it. I've not
Okay.
seen it, so
All right.
you
So
have to keep it.
for you, I'll go. No. You haven't seen it. I'll go with Tenet.
Oh, cut. I
I'll
liked
keep-
it, but it wasn't. I will say this: that movie is insanely well written.
Mhm.
I do not, and it's one of those movies where the casting of what's his name, John David Washington.
Yes.
Yes.
Something about I don't connect with that guy that much. There's
Mm.
something about his performance that I did not enjoy, and I was just like watching it. Like this movie is one of those movies where I was like, this movie is fantastically, incredibly well made, put together, structured. But that guy is like something about his
You know
performance.
what's so funny? I like him a lot, and I know we've talked about this that you don't like him. I like him a lot, but I like Tenet. You could fucking put a gun to my family's head and be like, "What is Tenet about?" I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just don't know what the fuck that movie was about. And maybe
Yeah.
I have to watch it again to be able to be like, "Oh, I kind of get it now." But I was like,
I like the way
I did enjoy it.
I will say, it's an incredibly how they did that stuff is still to me unfathomable, and I hate that it feels wasted on me because I don't like this guy, and I can't put a finger on why or whatever, but it's just like something about his performance. I loved him in The Creator. I loved the movie The Creator, in spite of him. The Creator was an amazing movie about the AI.
How about Black
robots.
Klansman? Did you see Black Klansman?
No, should I see it? Is it great?
That movie's fucking dope, man. That movie's great.
Mhm.
That was great.
So I
last
have one
movie.
keeps. We each have one keep spot. So both of us
Yeah.
are keeping whatever this is.
And it would be The Dark Knight.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Got it.
Nolan was talking about this, that there are only 2 times in his entire career where a performance made an entire crew burst in applause when he hit cut. And one of them was with Heath Ledger doing the pencil scene. And the other was in the Odyssey in a very specific scene.
Don't tell me. The dog, I get it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
No, not the dog.
So
It was a woman, but
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Was she
yes,
born a
yes,
woman?
Yes.
Was you born a woman?
yeah.
God, what a bunch of dorks.
Which
What a
is
bunch of
crazy.
dorks.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because when you think of Nolan, you usually think about movies where women have nothing to do. But yeah, this this movie in particular this woman had a lot to
Oppenheimer
do.
had he's I think he took direction. Carrie-Ann
He's
Moss
getting
in
better.
Memento was
He's
great.
getting better at that.
Yeah, but
He-
there was a couple things that were very male centric in his like Dunkirk. Not a lot of ladies in World War I battlefields.
well, that's not even what I mean. What I
World War
mean
II,
is
buddy.
that
World War
every
World War II. I'm sorry.
every female character's purpose is to serve a man, and it's never to serve themselves. So like
World War II,
even
that's
in,
the one with the Nazis, right?
it's the one with the Nazis. Yeah.
So I will say there's a like what else is on the list that could have made it? What are the honorable mentions?
The honorable mentions are there was 9 movies, 10 if you include Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
So the Odyssey would have been the other one if you had not seen any other movies, but that's it.
Who would you take anything off this list?
You could have put Insomniac in there, or Insomnia. Excuse
Insomnia,
me.
that's what it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Insomnia, that's what it was. So.
That movie, it has a special place in my heart. That
Movie's crazy.
That movie's
Robin
so
Williams
good.
is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
But is there any one of these movies that on your keep list that you would take out for the Odyssey, Mike?
Oh yeah. I would take out Dunkirk for the Odyssey.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
Sure.
I've never heard
Yeah.
somebody say that they like Dunkirk. So I'm
It's
very
fine.
surprised. I've
It's
not seen
fine.
it, by the way. I've not seen it. And I'm watching the Tom Hanks host narrated World War II
World War II.
Yeah.
series. And I just found out what Dunkirk was about. From Tom Hanks.
It's a huge
So,
deal. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I get it. Now I feel like I'm prepared to go watch the movie because I'm like, okay, all right.
So,
that's the Forrest Gump guy, right?
for the record, it's the Forrest Gump guy. I love when someone is mega famous and you like cite like I saw somebody do this in an interview once where they're just like I go up to celebrities and I'll tell them I love them in and then the most obscure of their movies that I could think of.
I did
Like
that
if
all
I
the
ever,
time.
yeah, I love that.
I did it on
full
the floor.
circle.
On the floor with Rob Lowe. I went up there and I know everybody's gonna talk to him about The Office. I know everybody's gonna talk to him, blah blah. I go, dude, I love doing Stand By Me. And he was like, what? Not Stand By Me. The Stand. I love doing the Stand. And then I quoted him a fucking scene from The Stand. And he finished the fucking quote.
Wow.
So I started the quote and he finished the quote and he fucking slapped me hard as shit. He goes, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. No, that was blah blah. He was super fucking stoked. And I was like, all right, this guy, he hit me hard too, bro. Like he's in like it,
I almost
I was almost
Is
like,
Rob Lowe
can
in
I-
The Office?
No, he's in Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
See, if
Parks
you
and
had
Rec,
said
Parks
that
and
you loved him in The Office, that would have been a different experience, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like, this
he
guy
would've
doesn't know
been that,
shit.
wasn't me.
Get this fucking guy away
If
from
I-
me. He doesn't know shit.
If I would have met him, I'd be like, I was like, you make Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Like you're the guy in Wayne's World that makes that movie fun.
After I said that, hey, this is because you can't really talk to him, but I found a minute to talk to him, and after that, I found a way to be like, hey, I heard you in an interview where you said you never break, and you said that whatever, blah blah, because you broke in Tommy Boy, which by the way, one of my favorite roles is Tommy Boy. So I talked to him about Tommy Boy, and then he was like, yeah, that's what blah blah. So he brought, and I was like, dude, how do you do that? Whatever, blah, about not breaking in front of all these. Like he goes, well, once you work with Chris Farley, everybody else is pretty easy to not break in front of. And I'm like, that's pretty
great.
good. It's pretty
Dude,
good.
there's a clip and it makes me laugh so hard. There's this guy, it's like it's the premiere of Bride, and Christian Bale is signing a bunch of
it's actually Bride.
Yeah,
Because
right.
it has
Exclamation mark.
And he's signing a bunch of posters, like Dark Knight posters for people, and there's a guy with his camera going, hey yo, Chris, don't listen to the man. I thought the movie was good.
If that's a bit, that's a perfect bit. Like again, we need more life bits.
Yeah.
That's a perfect bit. Because if he said it sarcastically, that's I don't know if Christian Bale's like has the best sense. But he seems like a fun
No,
dude.
Christian Bale was laughing. Christian Bale was laughing.
Yeah.
He goes, what are they saying? And he goes, it doesn't matter. Don't listen to them. I thought it was good.
That's great.
So
My dream is to meet Tom Hanks.
Especially when they do that with really like acclaimed roles. He's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like, hey, that one was really good. You mean the one I won the Oscar for? Like, yeah, that was good. Don't worry about it. Don't you fucking worry about it.
Like, this man is like an acclaimed, amazing actor, and you're like, don't listen to them. I thought it was good.
Like, my dream is to meet Tom Hanks and go up to him and just tell him, man, I loved you in The Man with One Red Shoe.
Yeah, dude,
I loved you.
Bachelor Party.
So the one
I wouldn't say Bachelor Party because it's problematic.
Yeah.
The one I would have picked about Tom Hanks was already done when he did the first time, because he did it twice inside the actor studio. He did inside the actor studio, and at the end of the show, at the end of the episode, he does the Q&A from the students, and this girl was like, oh my god, so me and my mom, we watch Turner and Hooch and blah blah, and people started laughing, and then she literally goes, what? I love that movie. And his face was like, oh my god. So he got so excited to talk about Turner and Hooch. And that's the movie that, to me, if I was gonna pull that movie on Tom Hanks, because he's literally Mount Rushmore for me as far as actors.
Yeah.
And to me, if I was gonna pick a movie, a off the beaten path movie, I would have picked Turner and Hooch. But the fucking chick already did it in inside the actor studio. So.
No, for me, it would be The Burbs. I love him in The Burbs.
The Burbs,
dude. I think that movie is so underrated and funny. Him and Carrie Fisher in that movie are so funny.
Carrie Fisher's in The Man with One Red Shoe too. Splash, of course. Splash is heavier than I remember it.
Oh yeah.
We tried to watch it. I tried to watch it with my wife. She was like, "Oh my god, I want to watch that movie," and we started watching it, and it is one of those of the era movies. Him and John Candy. John Candy saying some pretty awful shit.
Yeah,
up top. He's a shitty dude.
He's a shitty dude. I like the movie that is like that for me. That I saw much later after it came out, and it was like, oh, I thought this was a comedy. This is not a fucking comedy. It's Say Anything. I was watching Say Anything, and I'm like, this is a comedy? I'm like, this is a comedy? Yeah. What the fuck, dude? This is like her dad kills himself. Like, what is happening, dude? This is crazy. This is fucking nuts. Like,
have you seen the movie The Last American Virgin?
No.
It's an 80s movie. It's an 80s comedy, like sex comedy movie. And the movie is about this guy who not only wants to lose his virginity, but he has a crush on this woman. And or a girl in his class, and the end of the movie.
Oh, I have seen that movie. Yes, I have.
The end of the movie is him watching her have sex with another man, and he's just
watching
crying.
her make out. It was watching her make out. They were making out at a party. Yeah. They were watching her make out at a party. But it's the thing, he felt that they had made a connection. And
look at this.
I actually,
It says here, this movie was a comedy until the last 5 minutes. Then it turned into a truly heartbreaking, devastating real-life drama, just like in real life.
Yeah, it just reminds you, this is what happens in real life, though.
I just sent that scene. I don't know. Did I send it to you, Mike? I just sent that scene to Hilda. And I was like, this is one of those 80s trauma builders that build up your trauma, but that people don't really talk about. Because we talk about trauma, we talk about Never Ending Story. There's certain scenes from the 80s that 80s kids have that we go to as far as traumas. But this movie, I sent her that scene, and she goes, oh my god, I had forgot. She told me, she goes, I forgot all about that movie. I'm like, bro, it's fucking bro. That scene, that last scene. Woo!
John Hughes had to cut Pretty in Pink because Ducky
there was a black guy that walked in front of the scene. There was a black guy that walked in front of the scene. He's like, whoa.
Whoa.
We can't have this. We can't have
Chicago? No way.
Dude, no, because Ducky isn't supposed to be gay. Like, Ducky is just someone who likes Molly Ringwald. And the whole movie, it's like, oh, like, actually, he's just the gay best friend. And it's like, no,
am I not remembering Pretty in Pink right? He's in love with her, right? Like,
he's in love with her. He holds up the underwear in the shower, in the bathroom.
No, that's 16 Candles.
Oh, that's 16 Candles. That's right.
Yeah, you're thinking 16
I confused
Candles.
It for the other movie that doesn't have any minorities in it yet. That's okay. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot.
it's true. Listen,
there's so many
there's
to
one.
choose from.
There's one black guy in Home Alone, and that's enough. But
And he's not even the criminal. He's not even the criminal. Get the fuck
He's a
out.
police officer.
Get the fuck out of here.
God, that's
No, I'm
terrible.
kidding.
The
I like
idea
the fact
that
that we have to say that. I like the fact that we have to
Yeah.
say that. We've
We're
quoted
joking.
we've quoted actual things that Republicans have said, but fucking God forbid we make jokes. God forbid. God forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we
I
have to
will
remind
say-
people that satire is a thing because a
Yeah,
lot of
also-
people just believe what we're saying.
the internet isn't only like you can have nuanced takes about shit on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's why we have dozens of listeners. You know what? Maybe we do got to pick a side. Which one of you wants to be the Republican? Which one wants to be the Democrat? And I'll be the anarchist that wants the centrist that sides with the Republican anyway, because I don't want to have to stand up against the people who pay me. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
For the record, cut 4, keep 4. I kept Memento, Interstellar, The Prestige, and The Dark Knight, which is a banging lineup of movies. And Valdez, you kept The Prestige, Oppenheimer, Dunkirk, which you would replace with The Odyssey, and The Dark Knight. Also a bang up lineup. Real Nolan Mount Rushmore, impromptu Mount Rushmore, Mount Geekmore of movies.
I put Nolan. I would put Nolan already at a Mount Rushmore. He's had 11 movies, and I'll put him up there. Mount Rushmore of directing.
He's up there with everybody. Groundbreaking stuff.
He's up there with Tarantino, who's only had 9 films.
Yeah. Coogler, who's only had 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I put Coogler up there.
I don't know if I
Really?
would put Coogler up there either. No. But
I
like, then
wouldn't
you get
Rushmore. You're
I wouldn't put him.
Like,
I wouldn't put him in best, but I would put him in a category of we'll see his movie no matter what it is.
facts.
Sure.
Yes.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody, we did it. Thank you so much. You can email us your cut 4 keep 4 at WUBroPod@gmail.com. You can follow the pod at WUBroPod on all social media platforms at Mike Mercadal, at Neri Saenz, at Mike Valdez, at on all social media. Is there anything you'd like to promote before we go?
My YouTube is at Neri Science Comedy. That's the only thing that's Neri Science Comedy is my YouTube and my Twitter. Not my Twitter, my YouTube and my what's it called? TikTok, which whatever. But make sure you guys check out my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. Please do me a favor, watch the comedy videos that I put on there, and everything else is at what was his name.com.
Valdez, anything for you? Your Walmart ads are all over the place. Love to see them.
Pretty
There's
much
my buddy.
So good. They're so good.
Pretty much it.
He had,
There's that.
by the way, but we can't talk about it on the air, but he had an audition recently, which fucking this guy's kicking ass and taking names.
We'll talk
bro.
about it.
We'll see.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
as soon as
about
we
it
cut.
after.
I want to
Yeah, we're
know.
not-
I'm gonna be in a play in LA for the.
Are you gonna be Italian? I'm gonna be in a play.
I'm gonna be in a play. It's no, it's actually.
Do not eat the chocolate and tell me it's a sheet.
To a B or not to a B. The irony is that it is in Spanish, which is not my most confident thing. It's
The primary language.
It's but it's like classic Spain Spanish plays the original story of Don Juan,
España.
España, El Burlador de Sevilla, and it is.
I'll be there in 3 days, buddy. I'll be in Spain in 3 days.
Rubbing humble brag. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information, Neri? I can't join you.
In case you want some notes about how they speak, I'll
Go to
some
Sevilla.
video.
Well, it's not even modern Spanish, like Spain Spanish. It's yeah. But I'm gonna be in that. It's gonna be as rehearsal start now. It's gonna be in October. Thank you all for watching. Neri, take us out.
All right, man. Thank you guys for watching. That's how winning is done. I played Rocky.